everyone, and welcome back. Tia here from Nailed It Hawaii. Today I will be making a coffee soap. So right here I have my brewed coffee that already has the lye in it, and it smells terrible. For those of you that have never made coffee soap with lye in your coffee, you will not know the pain, but let me just warn you now, it does not smell good. So I just dumped it into my hard oils and butters here, so I'm gonna let that melt down on its own. It did sit for a little bit, so it cooled down just a touch, but it will be hot enough for sure to melt down the rest of this. And I just remembered what I forgot. I knew I forgot something. I forgot to measure out my coconut milk. So while this is melting down, I will do that real quick. Alrighty, so my coconut milk has been measured. I knew I was forgetting something. Anyway, I will not be using any colorants in this one other than titanium dioxide. The coffee, as you can see, colors it very nicely, and the fragrance oil is gonna discolor anyway because we're going to be using a blend. It is in French vanilla and espresso blend that I kind of concocted on my own. So while this is still melting, we've still got some little big chunkies in there. I'm going to put this off to the side. We're going to bring in my liquid oils here, and I have my kaolin clay and colloidal oatmeal. I'm just gonna plop that in. I'm going to give it a mix with my stick blender. Alrighty, so all my clays and my oatmeal is blended in very well. So I'm just going to set this off to the side. We're going to focus back on this one until it is melted. It's still working on it. It's going to take a little bit more. So now no chunkies are left. I'm going to slowly add in my oils, and while I'm adding in my oils, I will be stick blending. Alrighty, we gave that a pretty decent mix, and now I'm going to add in my coconut milk. I'm gonna mix it up some more. So what am I gonna do now? Okay, now I'm gonna add in my fragrance. Here it is. This is my espresso and vanilla blend. It smells just like coffee. It smells so good. I'm really not a coffee drinker, like at all, but I still think it smells amazing. So that is done. Now I'm going to pour off a little bit into here. We are going to be doing an in the pot swirl. Okay, I think that's good. So this one here just blows my mind how well this fragrance behaves. I'm not even remotely used to fragrances behaving with me. But anywho, so I will be adding in, first I'm going to spill it all over my table, but I will be adding in some titanium dioxide. This titanium dioxide I just mixed up and it's a lot weaker than I usually make it. It's mostly because I'm running out of a lot. Jeez, I'm just making a huge mess. So I'm just gonna start by adding some in, and then we will see what the color looks like. Okay, that looks good. There is a pretty big difference between the two, which is what I was going for. So I think actually I'm about ready to do the in the pot swirl. Alrighty, nice and creamy looking, looks good. So I'm gonna set this off to the side, give this a quick mix. Okay, and I'm going to begin the in the pot swirl. I will reserve some for the top. I hope I made enough to be able to reserve some for the top. I'm pouring from pretty high because I want it to really get in there towards the bottom. Like the container is kind of like next to my head. That's how high we're pouring from. Okay, so I think that will be enough. I hope anyway. We're using my double loaf, so it's kind of big, but that's okay. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna go in with my spatula just to kind of shake things up a bit. I want all that soup. Okay, and now we move on to pouring. Folks, here's my big mold, and I'm just going to start pouring it in. That looks so pretty. I'm just going in like little circles as I'm pouring. Oops. Shake it up a little. Okay, and I'm gonna scrape down this container without, while trying not to mess it up too bad. Okay, so now we have this that was reserved for the top. Holy moly, there's a lot here. That was probably too much, but that's okay. We're just gonna make it work anyway. Oops. I'm trying to get it in the middle, but I'm not doing too well. And I have some gold mica here in oil, and I'm going to drip that over the top just to give it a little extra something. Oops. I will not be using any glitter on this loaf, so I feel like it needs a little bit of something. Gold is everywhere. So now I'm going to take a chopstick and just do a little swirl on the top. I'm not going to be playing with the swirl too much. I'm just going to do the one that I usually do for my soaps, because I have a certain top in mind and I want to try and stick to that. Okay, so that part is done. Next on the list is I have some cold processed coffee beans here. Oh my god. I cannot open Ziploc bags with gloves on, I swear. I can't open Ziploc bags with gloves on, so I totally just cut it open with the scissors. That just happened. Alrighty. There you go. So I have these coffee beans that I have poured and made out of cold process, and they have been shaken in mica. I have one gold and one brown. I will be putting these on each of the loaves, or bars, sorry. I am terrible at placing things like in the right spot. Even when I make these lines, I can guarantee that I am still going to have them be completely off, and I'm probably going to end up cutting a couple of these beans. also have a tendency to go crooked as well. So just be prepared if I start to go off course. Don't be alarmed. Alrighty guys, and here is the finished coffee soap. Do not judge my placement too much. I know it went a little bit crooked and probably gonna end up cutting some beans, but there we go. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back tomorrow to cut it. I will see you then. Bye. Good morning everybody and welcome back. Do not mind my mess. I haven't cleaned off this table of like all the little extra soap squares that I need to get rid of. Man, this soap is hard. And I need a towel. Be right back. Okay. Hello again. So, this soap is going to discolor a little bit. So right now it has that kind of weirdish yellowy tinge to it, which normally happens whenever a fragrance is one that's going to discolor and it hasn't been exposed to oxygen yet. Oh. There's our in the pot swirl. It looks pretty cool. I wish it was discolored all the way so that you guys can see. What I should do is just wait, cut it and then wait a couple of days and add it to the video. But that's probably not going to happen because as soon as this is cut, I'm going to stick it into the closet to cure, and that will be that. My little coffee beans, and I don't know if you can see the gold, not silver, gold glitter